Hi, and welcome. My name is Joa, and we're playing Not for Broadcast. Let's see.
Let's see what this motley crew can dig up for us. You should see the orchestra pit. It's like a musical bolognese down there.
I've told you 1,000
I
times.
can't possibly fit you all in. Some of you are going to have to stand at the back. I don't know what Bozeman was thinking booking all these people.
Something devilishly cunning, Jenny, don't you worry.
Thank you, Dr. Magnus. How many mics do you think I have? There's loads of them. Have a good mind to
Who are you talking to, Colin?
them. They know. Christ, it's a convention of the desperate.
I think the collective noun is a disappointment.
So, Mr. James, what would you say is your greatest fear? And let's keep it light, eh?
Oh, that's a good one. I think the thing I fear the most is the consequence of my enormous intellect.
Me too, as it happens.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm sure that'll work, but I don't suppose clowns features anywhere too?
Actually, I'm scared of clowns. My father took me to the circus and it was very traumatic. After I'd finished sobbing, our second conversation, I remember I was 22.
Oh, you poor, poor man. Circuses are atrocious places. I fight for animals every day.
Dreadful places. Absolute nonsense. The smell of the sawdust, the lights, the music, the terrified roars of the broken animals. What's not to love?
Sorry, I'm late. Enormous queef. Jenny, we did know how many guests we were booking today, did we?
I think so. It was a bit last minute.
Just didn't have enough seats.
I spoke to Bozeman. 10 seconds. He laughed. Just laughed.
I did. It's true.
5,
Oh.
4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe.
And I'm Jeff Algebra.
I'm Alan James.
No.
And I'm Dr. Charles Magnus. Your turn, Chester.
Chester Mims, 24. My favourite sounds are the pop of bubble wrap, the laughter of a badger, and of course...
Do I join in?
Might as well, seems to be the thing we're doing.
My name's Helena Canterbury Boatshoe, and I'd rather not say my age. My favourite sounds are empathy, humility, and humanity.
I quite like farts.
Well, I enjoy the sizzling of a steak and, of course, the subs liberated.
Oh, that silly squeaky voice you get when you inhale helium.
How dare you?
What?
How dare you bring up that double proton bastard in my presence?
Yes, I'm afraid Dr. Magnus had a very bad experience with
Colourless, odourless, tasteless, pointless.
Disagree.
During our second application for funding back before Advance, we were demonstrating a prototype and we'd chosen to use helium as the catalyst. And of course, it started escaping from the machine.
Couldn't see it, couldn't smell it, couldn't taste it.
And Dr. Magnus's voice slowly started rising in pitch, which we all thought was terribly amusing, but I'm afraid he didn't quite see the funny side
It's
of it.
dead to me. I've scratched it off every periodic table in the building. It does not exist. Pointless monotonic prick. I hope it all gets split, and I don't care if it takes every single one of humanity with it as it goes.
Nonsense.
The Night of Smiles.
25 seconds back. Okay, so we're overrunning a little bit, so if we could keep it tight in the next section, otherwise we won't get to the button press.
Sorry, I think I might have got us a bit off track there.
Really? Jeff, do you think so?
I quite like the smell of parsnips.
Oh, a much underrated vegetable, the parsnip. Great in a roast dinner, in a casserole, and for the really ambitious, a soufflé.
Oh, I love a man who can cook a soufflé. Suggest a gentle touch.
Hello, I can cook a souffle. I've got a 5 out of 7 success rate. The secret's in the whisking.
Oh, Chester, you're delightful.
And where's Crazy Neil?
10 seconds.
I'll do better this time.
Please.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. It's just a few minutes until the impressive machine behind me is activated.
Whoa! Hold up! Hold up!
There he is.
I've got my own device! Don't make any rush decisions yet!
You're that funny little man from the commercial.
Crazy Neil's the name, Crazy Deal's the game. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's really difficult to get that thing up 31 flights of stairs. 2 devices, double the risk. It's all in my new book. Oh, shit, sorry, excuse me, dropped my tiny book.
Fuck me, Alan. Is your brain any bigger than your book?
Are either of you two even real scientists? Who actually even are you?
I'm a scientist. I can prove it. Chester, if you please.
Oh, right, yes.
You're an actor. You read it out.
Right you are. Charles Magnus, born January 1st. New Year baby. 19 30-something, I can't read that without my glasses, at 7:43 p.m.
Absolutely.
Race, Caucasian. Gender, difficult to discern. Here we are, birthmarks, sir. 2. One on the upper left thigh in the shape of an accordion, and the second on the right buttock
likely,
in
Alex.
the shape of a smaller
Right, you can
buttock.
stop now.
We're doing birthmarks, are we? Well, Crazy Neil's got a whole bunch of them. Feast your eyes on
Yeah,
this.
why not?
Thank you, Mr. Neil. That's no need for that.
My hero.
Dr. Magnus, tell us how your machine works, please.
Well, you see, I'd love to tell you, but, you know, there's a whole
I'll have a
bunch of
crack at it
tricks.
if you
Yeah, go
want.
for it.
No!
Right you are.
Well, it's all about vibration, really. It's the melody of humanity.
Oh, you're a poet, darling. The ladies must adore you.
Not really.
Yes, I've been logging Dr. Magnus's romantic engagements for years. For science, obviously. I'm a scientist. And every single one of them, without a doubt, has been an unmitigated disaster.
There were 22 other failed attempts even
Disagree.
before he started logging them.
Oh, gosh, yes,
Nonsense.
yes. Do we count them?
22.
But none of them even showed up.
Got it, got it.
Yes.
Hard to see.
Fuck's sake, Alan. I wouldn't even hire you to work at a circus.
think so.
You're a clown, Alan. A fucking clown.
Actually, it's me who's afraid of clowns. Remember? It's the last time I had a
that one
conversation
before.
with my father.
Right, well, you're a fucking clown and all. Whoever heard of making people happy with vibrations?
Well, one of the ex-Mrs.
No, I
Neil's
think
used
we've
to-
had time there, aren't we, Megan?
Yeah, absolutely. We are, Jeremy. There's less than a minute to go now. So while we get everyone set up at the Euphoria device, let's go over to the Prime Minister's at Advance HQ for a very special message.
Okay, so that's about a minute back. Lovely stuff. If we could get you all over to the device now, please.
So, this trip to the circus with your father would make an excellent scene in the TV show, don't you think? A Dark Night in 1922.
No, it was 1956. I was
Great, that one's
22.
done.
Yes, yes, but we'll set it in 1922. It'll play better in black and white, don't you think?
Could I possibly get your phone number?
Absolutely not.
Fucking brutal.
Like one of your dates, eh, Chaz?
Actually, it's Dr. Charles Magnus. I wrote the paper on theories of theorizing in a theoretical universe.
That sounds useful.
Yeah, well, I wrote a small play
seconds.
called Hey Friendship. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Of course he has.
Of course I haven't.
Going in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Fantastic. The Prime Minister's there. And of course, without the assets and wealth funding you received,
From the corruptive.
Come on, let's get on with it and press the fucking button already.
Should we all do it together?
What a wonderful idea.
Oh, don't worry about him. Let's all get on with it.
Hang on, what about my device?
Be honest, Mr. Neil, is it even safe?
Well, actually, I'm not quite sure what's gone into it, so...
Watch out, here comes Grubby Jeff. Oh, that's what they say in the staff room. I think it's affectionate.
sure it is. Should we get a timer? Oh, a counter on the screen. That's it. Excellent. And we are going in 10, 9,
8, 7, 6,
Come on, Alan.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'm looking at what we've got written down here, Alex. It doesn't look like enough to open the combination lock. We must have missed something. Let's try calling some of the guests again and see if we can't find that elusive info.
Oh, scene. So, actually, there was something with Alan James, I think. Okay, let's see. First of all, Magnus had 122 blind dates. Exactly how haven't turned up. There were 22 extra no-shows. So, that explains. So, 61 plus 22, that's 83. Okay, let's see if this will work. Yep, 83. Next one is marriage date. Magnus was 22 at the circus. Okay, where is his circus trip was in 1956. Magnus was born January 1st, 19... Wait, that's not right. He said he was born 1930. No? Oh, 30th. Okay. So some of the 30th. Okay, 1956 minus 22, 34. So 1934. First fourths. 1956. No. Where is it? He has at least 2 conversations. All. Magnus' father died on the day they visited the circus. It was on the 5th anniversary of Magnus' death. Magnus was at 22 at the circus. So the year is 1956, right? 1956, yes. What else? It was on the 5th anniversary of Magnus' death. That's death. 5th. So he died at 51st. But where's the day? And Magnus was 22 at the circus. The circus trip was in 1956. Year of birth 19. Yeah. Ran it over on his 35th birthday. That means... Wait, Magnus bought a cat 12 years ago. That means 1973. Okay, 1973. And he was 45. So, let's see. 73. 34 plus 45. 79. $79. $79, 73. It's 6 years. Cat's age. Yeah, chats with dad. At least 2. Okay. We've got this. Let's see. Mom left at Magnus' exact time of birth. Magnus' time of birth, 7:33. 7:33 p.m. So that's 19. Yeah, so the only one is marriage date left. We can actually do this. Magnus was 22 at the circus trip. January 1st. It was on the 5th anniversary of Magnus' dad's death. Ah, 5th anniversary, so 61.
Okay, Alex, we did it! What a good little stooge you make. Now, as I said before, the instructions say the core workings of the relay machine all revolve around the wire sets. Apparently, there are 2 sets, one group of 3 on the left and one group of 4 on the right. Let me just read you the instructions here.
Okay.
To change the output function, take one wire from the left-hand variant number group and swap it to the right-hand departmental register group. Attention! Do not, under any circumstances, swap wires in the same group. The relay device has a very specific configuration, and deviating from the instructions provided in this handbook could result in unintended, disastrous consequences. Noted. Well, that seems clear enough. Try picking up one of the wires now, Alex. Now connect that wire to a different wire in the other group. Winston, I feel I was very clear. I even read you the instructions where it said, do not, under any circumstances, swap wires within the same group. Once 2 wires are swapped, the glass panel will slide shut to prevent what it calls unintended exponential cascade failures. I guess there's nothing for it but to press the big button when you're ready and hope we've somehow solved this thing. Though that feels unlikely now, all things considered.
And what it will be? Time plus equals 1. Ah, nice.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't like it.
Ooh, why?
I don't know what you did, Winston, but this isn't right. This isn't right at all.
Are you sure?
I don't like it, Alex. I'm just a voice. I can't see anything, can't do anything. Wait,
So
how
you can
am I
only
even
annoy me.
talking? I don't have a body. I don't... Oh God, I can't...
What? Breaking of postman?
Sorry, thought I was suffocating for a moment there.
Ah.
I remembered you need lungs to suffocate. How are things with you, Alex? I assume there aren't any buttons around for you to press.
Nope.
Not that you've ever been the most communicative type anyway. Do you think there's anyone else here?
No. I cannot see anyone.
If we wait long enough, will someone eventually come along and find us?
Maybe. Maybe you just stop talking.
You know, I always just assumed I'd retire and get to live a leisurely life of luxury once I left Channel 1. I had so many plans, and yet not one of them ended with me being a bodiless voice in some sort of echoey void. Just goes to show. I really hope there's something there with you, Winston, because there's literally nothing I can do to get us out of this.
Okay. Compiling, adding, rebooting loop. Okay.
Number of blind dates I've been on when no one has turned up, followed by the worrying number of lumps under my left arm, the date my childhood sweetheart married my best friend, the age my cat was when I ran him over, the number of conversations I've had with my father, and the exact time my mother walked out. Honestly, I don't see why it's so hard for you to remember.
If you could just sit here, please, Dr. Magnus. The host will be with you shortly.
Not you. Sorry, Dr. Magnus.
Leave that alone, please, Colin.
I don't like it. Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
What does science?
I don't like it.
So, I understand that it doesn't matter which group I choose, right? Let's try green one. I mean, blue one. Just to see if there's no other combinations. Yeah. Spawn time loop button, transform position, play camera forward. Okay, let's move. I thought that maybe we got some different outcomes if we go that way, but no. Okay, so let's go. 1. TV. Let's go. That's a lot of combination actually. 3 here, 4 here. Chris Gasm? Who's her?
Oi, oi! Oh, what's happened here? Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm stuck in the body of Big Chris. How can that be? Oh, for fuck. It's a bloody multiverse! Mate, I hate this sci-fi bollocks. First the time loop and now this hackneyed shit. For fuck's sake. Honestly, what are these pricks playing at? It's lazy writing. Well, I guess as we're going to be stuck here for a while, we should try and find out a bit more about who this mysterious woman is that Magnus has a hard-on for. There's a big book here with a staff in it. I'd look through it, but it's fucking enormous, and I have an historical back injury from... Never mind. That's not important. Also, I have you to do the work, ungendered Chris. We're going to need a honorific, first name, surname, and the department she works in. So, you know, just ring your fucking sad little bell if you hear anything useful. I hope we're not just stuck here messing with these wires for long. For starters, these clothes I'm wearing, Christopher Christ.
I've told you 1,000 times, sycophantic Chris. It's the number of blind dates I've been on when no one's turned up, followed by the worrying number of lumps under my left arm, the date my childhood sweetheart, Chris, married my best Chris, and the age my cat, Chris, was when I ran him over. The number of conversations I've had with my distant paternal Chris, and the exact time my neurotic maternal Chris walked out. I honestly don't see why it's so hard for you to remember.
If you could just sit here, Science Chris, the host will be with you shortly.
Not you.
Sorry, Science Chris.
Sorry.
What's the matter, Colin?
I don't like it. I don't like this. I mean, a show's one thing, but a whole world.
Are you okay, Colin?
I don't like it.
What doesn't Colin like?
Everything, apparently.
Oh, is that all? Ah, you must be so-called Science Chris. I'm Principled Shabby News Chris, but for tonight you can call me Cynical Chris.
What a strange nickname.
Sorry I'm late. Clingy Chris. Science Chris.
That's right.
Career-driven cutthroat Chris. Nice to meet you.
10 seconds, everybody.
Hang on, where's...
Everybody set? Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3.
More fun coming up.
Good evening. I'm outdated, ill-tempered News Chris.
And I'm charismatic sellout Chris. It's the 13th of March 1985 and this is a Channel Chris special event hosted by your national nightly Chris team.
In a laboratory nestled in the sleepy hills of Chryslerberry, Science Chris and his optimistically named Happiness Chrislective have been working on a secret project.
They claim their Chrisphoria device will raise overall happiness levels throughout the country. Tonight, live on Channel Chris, we'll be putting that claim to the test.
We'll be in and out the schedule throughout the evening, with our team of roving Chris's standing by up and down the country to report live on whether the device has brought a smile to your faces.
We'll have Chris's from the world of science, politics and entertainment, and of course those all-important results.
So don't move that dial, stick with Channel Chris all evening as we bring you the Night of Smiles.
Okay, that's about 30 seconds back. Has anyone seen Big Chris? It's not like him to be late.
Oh, fuck! It says I'm on next with Science Chris. Good luck, ungendered
I
Chris.
certainly hope not. I was promised that he would be here for the big button press.
I'm sure he'll be here.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Late. Oh, those fucking stairs. Oh, not used to these legs.
See, just in time. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In just a few minutes, the impressive machine behind me will be activated in the first ever mass test of its type. But before then, here he is, everybody. The man himself, Big Chris!
Oi! Couldn't miss the big button push, could I, sycophantic employee Chris?
Right as always, boss.
Yes, thank you for joining us, Big Chris. But if we might turn to the man behind this experiment, Science Chris, I'm told it's also a pleasure to have you here.
Yes, thank you.
So, please, walk us through the aims of the Happiness Chrislective and what the Chrisphoria device will do for the country.
Well, it's not too complicated to understand, really. We are all Chris. We know this, and we accept it to be true. And thus, despite our various comical differences, on a fundamental level, we are all the same. Our device utilizes this link to tweak our collective emotional frequency to create a joint feeling of elation. And with happier Chris's, there will be, of course, a happier world.
And I'm sure all of this comes at a great expense to the average tax-paying Chris, am I right?
Sorry, predictably disagreeable, Chris. I'm just going to quickly jump in here, mate.
Go ahead, Chris.
Obviously, brilliant work. Good stuff. But theoretically, what would happen if someone were to, I don't know, switch around the wires in the relay?
Oh, it wouldn't happen.
How so?
No, Chris alive would be so stupid.
Yeah. Well, let's just pretend one was.
Well, if the safety regulations weren't adhered to and this hypothetical catastrophically moronic Chris was...
Yeah, all right. Well, let's just call him benevolent, but ultimately misguided Chris.
Well, if someone messed with the machine without grasping the fundamental science behind it, any number of disasters might occur. By its nature, the device is connected to every one of us, so we'd all be affected by it.
But how, specifically?
Well, I'm sure that every precaution has been taken. Isn't that right, Science Chris?
Oh, absolutely. There's really nothing to worry about.
But if there were...
Well, it would most likely be fine. So long as we didn't stay in any permutation for too long, or then the fabric of time and space itself might destabilize.
Science, Chris. It's taken years of work, unfathomable amounts of money, and for a device that may or may not make Chris's a little cheerier around the country. Is that right?
Well, we're very confident, needlessly critical Chris.
All right, call me impulsive, Chris, but let's get this show on the road.
But what about union-appointed health, Chris?
Oh, fuck me. No, fuck off. No, we need to do the button push.
OK, you're the boss, which of course means let's welcome button-pushing Chris.
Oh, fuck me.
Not to worry, not to worry. The suit is the result of a previous button he pushed. It's actually to protect us from him.
Exactly, and besides, if anything did go wrong with the machine, there'd be no point wearing a silly little suit like this.
And you are?
Assistant Science Chris, 24. My favourite Chris's are Origami Chris, Machine Washable Chris, and of course, the Chris who knows what you did last summer.
OK, then. Are we ready to go with the experiment?
Absolutely we are. Button-pushing Chris has been practising at the big button all morning.
Alrighty, I guess we should kick it off then.
Yes, fucking yes. Go.
OK, so let's welcome Countdown Chris!
OK, folks, here we go. In 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Big Chris news of Chris. Okay, we know what happens in this situation. Is there a difference between which part you switch? I don't think so. Yeah. Let's go by this order. So we have like how 12? Oh, I thought that the game. Please take your seats. This evening's performance is about to begin.
I don't know whether it's something in the air, Winston, but I've got my guitar, and I've got a strong urge to sing.
Why, Chester, old bean, I've told you 1,000 times. Please try this time to remember.
It's the number of dates so late that they never ever show. Lumps continuing to worrisomely grow. The date my heart was saddened. The age my cat got flattened. The chats that were had with my reticent dad. And the time my mum walked off into the sun.
Dates so late that they never ever show.
Yes!
Lumps continuing to worrisomely grow.
That's right!
The date your heart got saddened.
The age that cat got flattened.
The chats that you had with your reticent dad. And the time your mum walked off into the sun.
By George, he's got it! Is the date so late that they never ever show? Lumps continuing to worrisomely grow. The date this heart was saddened.
If you could sit here, please, Dr. Magnus.
The age that cat got flattened.
The host will be with you shortly.
The chats that you had with a reticent dad, and the time one mum walked off into the sun.
Chester! You can stay!
Really? Thank you, Dr. Magnus.
Leave that alone, please, Colin.
Did I hear singing?
What are you talking about?
You know, people burying their innermost secrets, putting me in a song, like a musical. I love musicals.
I honestly wonder how you ever got this job.
I'm good with sound.
But you're so weird.
Sprongs have always been weird. In fact, from the very first sprung, there was something very wrong. Trying to be normal when we simply don't belong. But it could be worse. It's a blessing and a curse. Immune to the confusions of the multiverse. When you change everything, I don't feel a thing. I'm only doing this because I bloody love to sing. See, I could stop at any time. But why would I do that? I love it here. Key change. Sprung number 1 had 15 extra thumbs running down his spine from his neck to his bum. Sprung number 2 never used the loo. Made a small fortune from commemorative poo. Sprung 3 and 4 were wanted by the law. She had a tail and he had a claw. Sprung number 5 loved to be alive. Lived for several centuries by choosing not to die.
What's Colin singing about?
His family history, apparently.
How ghastly.
Key change.
Jeremy Donaldson, professional cynic. I try to be supportive, but my heart's not really in it.
Chesterman's 24, and my 3 greatest flaws are hesitance, anxiety, and fear of the outdoors.
Dr. Magnus, you know, he's the star of the show, and he's also pretty terrified, so steady as you go.
I think kind of hijacked my song.
Where's Megan?
Sorry, I'm late. Vocal warm-up.
Okay, not long now. Let's get set.
For number 6, it was worse. He aged in reverse. Got a teacher pregnant while he still attended nursery. 7 and 8, terrible to date. Always turned up naked and their bits would touch your plate. Sprung number 9 had an elongated spine. 22 feet tall with a penis like a washing line. Number 10 was fun.
10 seconds, everyone.
I'd love to tell you more, but the show's just begun.
Okay, everybody. Thank you, Colin. And a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Deep in the heart of the Chintleberry Hills, the Happiness Collective use their scientific skills. They built a gadget and checked it twice.
It's Dr. Charles Magnus's Euphoria device.
They say it makes you smile.
We'll test that in a while.
So stick with channel 1 all night and don't you move that dial. It's the night of smiles.
45 seconds back. Not singing tonight when you have such a lovely singing voice.
Fuck off.
Are you two a couple?
Ugh. Why can't I just be friends with Jeremy? Why do we have to be doing the nasty on top of the desk, running my hands down his minimal chest? Don't think I really have to spell out the rest. Why can't we just be friends?
I think you touched a nerve there.
In 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back. Well, in a few minutes' time, we'll be bringing it online. Will it make you merry? Now we'll screw up space and time.
That's extremely unlikely.
We've got a very good team.
Let's just let it get to the end.
So let's meet our guests and put it to the test. A few little questions first to put our minds at rest. Oh, Dr. Magnus.
If we could just ask you a few questions, please.
You're curing sadness.
Well, no, actually, it's more like...
More like badness.
We're aiming for gladness.
Well, let's hope so. And Dr. Magnus,
possessed you to make everyone smile.
Isn't this
Dr. Magnus has been sad for a while.
Why the sadness? Dr. Magnus, won't you let us know? Oh, Dr. Magnus, won't you let us know?
All right! Damn
Not likely, Alex.
If you must know the source of my misery. Lights!
Nice.
Well, it's been a long, long time coming, but I guess I should explain a little bit of how I feel inside. Things I kept buried deep, bottled up like a wild cat waiting to escape. It's all the same. It's all the same every day, every night. Each lonely footprint, each tiny slide. However they're more, but they're wearing me down, pulling me under and making me drown. I know one said life would be quietly taking a ride, but it sure would be easier if she was standing beside me. Oh, Dolores, Dolores. Dolores, Dolores, the brightest of lights that I see, but she'll never settle for me. Oh, I guess that's my destiny, silently loving
Heard you the first time.
And no one said life would be quietly taking a ride, but it sure would be easier if she was standing beside me. Oh, Dolores, Dolores. Dolores, Dolores, the brightest of lights that I see, but she'll never settle for me. So I guess that's my destiny, silently loving Dolores. Guess that's my destiny, silently loving Dolores.
Well, now I got a little something for you. A special message from Advance HQ. The leaders of the team wanna wish you well now. They're gonna sing a word.
So once again, don't touch that dial.
It's the night of smiles.
Once or twice in every country's life, the people build a great device.
Better mental health from your assets and your wealth.
Joy within yourself.
So no more days of tears.
to turn on the machine. Time to turn on the machine. Push the button and turn on the machine.
Stop! Stop! Just stop.
Colin, what are you doing? What are you wearing?
Megan, I didn't put this costume on for nothing. Don't push that button. Don't press that thing. You stop the music. Stop everything. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. Don't push that button. No. You change the date. You change the time. You change the show. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. Well, little Bobby Bolster and Alex Winston too. They're up there swapping wires around cause they don't know what to do. The loop goes round. Oh, the loop goes round. Yes, it does. But I'm begging you on my knees. Twitch, please, the loop goes round. Well, oftentimes I'm lonely. It's hard to be a strong, but I think I found a universe where I finally belong. The loop goes round. Yes, the loop goes round. Yes, it does. This world ends where one begins, so don't you do it. Just the bits of the loop goes round. Don't push that button. Don't press that thing. Y'all stop the music. Stop everything. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. Don't push that button. No. You change the stage. You change the time. You change the show. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. The loop goes round. The loop goes round.
I am just a means. I change everything. Don't make it worse. Bring on another universe. Bring on another universe. Bring on another
Nice. MS Musiverse.
Magnificent program. I'd give Sprong his own show if he wasn't so bloody weird.
Okay. Let's go. Yeah, we'll continue with this one. I don't think that there's a difference between upper or... Yeah, doesn't matter. Music, TV, date, apparently. Voice language. Date 1975. Bring your daughter workday.
Winston, they've replaced my chair and desk with a sofa and a coffee table. And they've abbreviated the national nightly news. It all seems to have taken a turn for the worst in this place.
How long is this going to take then?
Do you have somewhere else to be?
Not really.
This first bit's about 10 minutes, then we come back at 8, 9, and then a long show at 10 to do the results.
This thing's going to cheer me up then, is it?
I very much doubt it.
Or is it safe?
Let's hope so.
Not very reassuring, are you?
No, I'm not, but at least I'm not lying to you, young lady.
I'm not sure I want to be here.
Listen,
Is that his
between
daughter?
ourselves, this machine is 99% likely to do absolutely nothing other than cause a national power cut. The science behind it is dubious at best, and as for the man in charge of the Happiness Collective, well, it seems to me like he's barely cracked a smile in his entire life.
So you don't think that this could, like, break everything?
Good question.
Seems to me everything's broken already most of the time.
Seen this before? Nice backdrop. Oh, there's a little swimmer in the
Leave that
water.
alone, please, Colin.
When is this?
It's Wednesday, Colin.
Okay, that doesn't help.
Do you need anything, Stacey?
I think she'd rather be somewhere else.
Oh, don't say that. It's exciting. A groundbreaking experiment.
Have you been mainlining the auto cue?
Try to have fun. She's a bit much, isn't she?
I think given time, you'll find actually she's exactly the right amount.
You're weird.
So are you. Good, innit?
So this thing, it's big, is it?
Depends what you call big.
10 seconds.
22 million viewers, probably.
What the fuck?
That seemed big to you?
5, 4, 3. That's fucking huge.
Excellent. Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson. And as you all probably know by now, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here on Channel 1. But it's no secret that I don't have any children. So the station reached out to a local home, and I'm delighted to say that joining me tonight for this Channel 1 special event is Stacey. Say hello, Stacey.
Hello. 22 million hellos.
So you do the next bit, and then we take it in turns. What? Read what's written there. You can read, can't you?
Of course I can fucking read. I grew up in care, not a fucking cave.
Again, excellent. On you go.
In a laboratory, nestled in the sleepy hills of Chintlebury, Dr. Charles Magnus and his Happiness Collective have been working on a secret project.
Incredibly, they claim their Euphoria device will raise overall happiness levels throughout the country. Tonight, live on Channel 1, we'll be putting that somewhat grandiose claim to the test.
We'll be in and out of the schedule throughout the evening. All fucking evening? I'm meant to be meeting Gary Hells and Kelly Nyfunds later.
I don't know who they are. Keep reading.
Where was I? We'll be in and out of the schedule throughout the evening. Oh, I've said that.
Yes, twice now.
Right. Oh, here we are. With our team of reporters sending by up and down the country to report live on whether the device has brought a smile to your faces.
We'll have guests from the world of science, politics, and entertainment.
Anyone I've heard of?
I doubt it.
Well, I like blip music.
I don't know what that is.
If you don't, no wonder no one watches this.
Nevertheless, we'll still be here, and with all those all-important results as well.
So don't move that dial. Stick with Channel 1 all evening. All evening. As we bring you
The Night of Smiles.
And 35 seconds back. Can we get the guests in, please? Dr. Magnus, you could sit here, please. Who are you?
Chester Mims, 24. My favourite palindromes are civic, rotivator, and no lemon, no melon.
What?
Chester's here to push the button.
Oh, that's not until after the Prime Minister.
Go away, Chester.
Yes, Dr. Magnus.
Oh, well, Chester.
10 seconds, everybody.
First rule of news: never, ever, ever feel
5,
sorry.
4, 3.
Off you go then.
Again.
You got this.
Welcome back. In just a few minutes, the impressive machine behind us, will be activated in the first ever mass experiment of its type. So let's meet the man behind the merriment, Dr. Charles Magnus.
Dr. Magnus, welcome to the show. Just before we came on air, Stacey was asking me if your machine might, in her words, break everything.
Oh my God, you're such a grass.
So let's start there. Is this experiment safe, Doctor?
Well, I suppose that's a fair question, and probably one that's also on your viewers' minds.
All I'm saying is I saw this film once where time got stuck and that seemed like really bad.
Well, while no science is without risk, I can assure you that the chances of time actually getting stuck, as you say, is less than 1/10 to the power of 64.
So it could happen then?
Well, anything could happen. For all we know, it may have already happened.
I don't understand.
It's theoretical metaphysics. No one understands.
It is, however, more likely that you will have a spontaneous pulmonary embolism or be struck by lightning than that time will actually become unstuck.
I don't want to be struck by lightning.
And you won't be.
Nah, I don't like it. Something doesn't feel right.
That's what people said about television or electricity or even the printing press.
Nah, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's like, you're going to press that button and none of us will exist anymore. Like, all wiped out. Like, we weren't meant to happen. Like, we were a mistake.
That's ridiculous. Where did you get your degree?
I'm 15, you wanker. But it don't take a degree to know that there's something messed up about wanting to control other people's feelings.
To make people happier.
Well, you didn't ask for my permission.
No, and I've no intention of doing so either. Chester, if you please.
Well, before we start the machine, we do have to go to Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury for a special message. And that's still being set up, so we could all just take a breath.
Chester. This young lady is Chester Mims, my loyal lab assistant, who, like myself, has dedicated his whole life to the pursuit of scientific excellence. He is a man who is educated, he is inquisitive and rigorous, and these are, young lady, qualities I might suggest you would do well to cultivate within yourself.
Have you got a problem with me?
Why does ignorance always have to speak so thunderously?
What are you calling ignorant? I'm not the one playing God here. That's you.
Well, actually, it's Chester. Mr. Mims, if you would like to proceed with the activation process.
Do you mean,
Yes. Push the red button. Yes.
Righty-ho, Dr. M. That's, so-co by me.
Wipe us out of existence. How fragile do you think reality actually is?
Yeah, well, I'm ignorant, aren't I? Probably wouldn't go trying to break it to find out.
Well, at least it was brief, and we don't have to see it again.
Okay, let's go for this one. Wait, let's actually try to change that one. I mean, it's the same, but up with bottom. I hope. I'm not sure, but we can see what we will get. Bring your daughter to work day. It's all the same, right? All the same.
Ah, back with our future intern. She's great, Winston, I won't deny it, but there's no other reason to be here.
Yeah. So that means we can press it, and I just can go here. Let's go. Day 14, 11, 41. 2 anchors, but both like in what?
There's something in my office. It's got a mean stare. I hate this. I hate where we are. Oh god, it's moving. It's every man for himself. You're on your own. See you in the next loop.
Good Mims, thou hast been told 1,000 times. The number thou shalt count comprises thus. Those I have wooed, who quit to spirit fled. My poxes and my tragic date of love, forever
So
lost
I
betwixt betrayal.
dropped everyone in.
Hieronymus' age, whence Cartly death untimely swept him onto shores unknown. The discourses I with my father shared, and whence the sun's rays fell upon the hill, as mother's shadow faded from mine view. As she was seen no more, my childhood eyes.
Good fellows, welcome one and all within. Be seated, and you presently shall meet the wit and heart that beat within this show.
Sirrah, whenceforth venture you your hand?
You what?
Touch not this wondrous, strange machinery, lest it should render you and I distilled.
He's the only one.
I didn't get any of that.
Good morrow, Colin Sprong. A hearty hail.
Oh, you as well. I hated this stuff enough at school.
Why speak you so unseemly? With such words, it's better suit a slutton or a moor.
Pretty sure we're not allowed to say that sort of stuff now.
He jests, but yet I understand him not.
His japes a silent waltz would best contain.
Rude, I think.
A hail and hearty salutation, all please, gentlefolk, accept my deep regret that tardy dust I come upon the set wherein tonight's fair alchemy is met.
Right, I'm leaving before you all start talking about fairies.
The groundlings are prepared, the players are set, so let us to our revelries attend. Fire up the lanterns, bring the stage alive. Our sorceries begin this night in 5, 4, 3.
Fair patrons welcome each and every one. My name is Jeremy, Lord Donald's son,
I, Megan Wolf, beside him duly sit as we present to your grand benefit such magics as will turn your blood to ice. Sir Magnus's Euphoria device.
In Chintleberry's green and languorous hills, when fairies dance from Southern's golden eaves.
I knew this was going to happen. Just no. Give it to me.
What ho? Young cheeky violets nick the script.
Oh, wafty fade us out. And all this stuff about suicide.
See how anachronistically he marks with feather from no creature earthly born?
That's not funny, nor is that. You don't need any of these words at all. Just this and right. Ooh, this one.
Tonight, before your eyes and arms and legs,
a special program called The Night of Eggs.
Good. Run titles.
In 30 ticks, our revels be rejoined.
Excuse me, Saucy Colin, but this next appears to be bereft of scan and rhyme.
Why does it have to rhyme? No, don't answer that. Give it here. I'll sort it. I'm getting really bloody annoyed at this, okay?
Alas, he's mad.
Or by hell's fiends possessed.
Just do the top to tail and skip the rest. Oh shit, now you've got me doing it.
But what of good King Peter and Queen Jules?
They'll take our heads if they should feel suppressed.
Oh, that won't matter once the button's pressed.
Is conversation you intend with me?
Indeed, good doctor.
And in 5, 4, 3...
Night of Eggs.
Sir Magnus, your contraption, most bizarre, is fashioned prey to purpose fair or foul.
'Tis foul indeed, but not as you suppose. These fowl have feathers, wings, and beaky nose.
A foul! Most foul!
That's not a joke. It's just two words that sound similar. It's not even a... Never mind. So, Magnus, where is Chester Mills tonight?
My servant, why? He waits behind the stage.
Or could you get him out before the end?
Oh, Chester!
Coming!
Hark, he doth attend.
Well met, good fellows, I am Chester Mims. My years they number but 104. My favourite deaths are hacking off of limbs, also beheadings, and I have one more.
Do you know what we need to do right now to get this weird contraption started up?
Yea, verily I do.
Then off you pop.
Good people, bring your chickens to this place. Bring broken beaks and rickety of legs, for whence I release the music held within. Your poultry shall lay twice as many eggs.
Sorry, that's what it does make chickens lay.
That is indeed our deeply terrible.
Just press it on your fucking joke.
Okay, so that was interesting. I really like that it was not short and we are continue. So next time we're starting with the blue one and we will see what this will change. I thought that after we unlock this panel it will be faster, and for my surprise, and it's quite pleasant surprise, there's more, and it's actually really funny that all of these universes that we are visiting like that, that's pretty funny. Okay, we'll continue next time. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Smash like if you did, leave your comments and subscribe. See you in the next videos. Bye!